Hey Sagittarius, I'm Robin. Welcome to my channel, Intuitive Tarot Empath. This is your general reading for July 2017. In the event that, I'm just moving the camera, sorry. In the event that this does or does not resonate with you, go check out the videos for your sun, moon, and or rising signs so that you can get all the information about the energy surrounding you throughout July, the last 2 weeks of June, and even into the first 2 weeks of August. So I'm going to move the camera one more time. I'm going to shuffle the cards with your energies in mind. If you don't want to watch me shuffle, feel free to fast forward. All right, so already they're like, okay, we got messages. All right, so the energy for Sagittarius for July 2017. Sagittarius, July 2017. What are the energies surrounding Sagittarius? Alright, so I think we have 3 more shuffles in here, and then let's see what else we got. And 1 more. We should be good to go. Okay, so Sagittarius. Like that bottom one. Okay, so we have the 4 of Wands in reverse. We have the 2 of Wands is what's crossing you. The 2 of Cups in reverse. The King of Cups in reverse. The Judgment card in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. The 3 of Pentacles. The Fool in reverse. The 7 of Swords. The 6 of Swords. What's going on with you guys? What is happening? Wow. All right. So let's get into it. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card in reverse. So I feel like for some of you, this is July going into August. The feeling is that of... Did you guys go through like a breakup? I have a feeling that some of you went through a breakup, a divorce, moving home. Yeah, okay, so let's just get into it. There's something that's making you real sad right now. I think it has something to do with a relationship. You know, it could be work related because we do have 2 sword cards. We have the Hierophant, which can speak of contracts. You know, the 2 of Cups can be kind of, you know, clinking glasses, you know, welcome to the company, that kind of thing. But I'm really reading this like a relationship reading, so, you know, feel free to also listen to what I say and then apply it to your situation, because, you know, the storyline can be, well, you know, I say that and then I end up, sorry, I'm going to move that. I say that and then I end up talking for work and relationships, but this to me is looking more like a relationship reading than a work reading, but we'll get into all of that. So there's something that's making you sad from July into August. Something that you felt like you had control of before, but now it's starting to get out of control again. I think that you might be dealing with an immature person surrounding you who's giving you what they think that you want, or there's some sort of offer from someone who's younger than you, or somebody who comes off as younger than you. It's like an offer of emotion. For some of you, What's interesting is that for some of you, I feel like you thought that you had this relationship with this person under control, and then it turns out that they kind of have their own agenda. And now you're seeing them differently than you did before. So this is a person, they could be a water sign, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could be someone who's younger than you, doesn't necessarily have to be, can be somebody who's older, but just presents themselves as younger. This is someone who's offering you something, but you'll notice that they kind of have their eye on the prize. So it's like, you know, offering you something that they think that you want in order to kind of like win the game. There's a feeling of like this person's playing a game with you. There's also travel, you know, because we do have the water in the background. So for some of you, you know, you could be traveling with this person. In fact, you could be traveling with this person and then learn a lot about them, you know, during your travels with this person. So that's someone who's surrounding you right now, who you're kind of giving the side eye to. They're making you kind of sad because, you know, you thought that things were one way and it turns out that they're another. The Tower card is saying that perhaps there's some sort of unexpected news that's going to kind of, I feel like for a lot of Sagittarians, there's a relationship with this person that's built on that's not the way to say it. Hold on. Sorry. I'm laughing at myself being unable to get things out in a way that is clear. Okay, here we go. I feel like for some of you Sagittarians, you're seeing something for what it really is versus what you wanted to see. So here's, you know, this person, I feel like either you found something out about them that you didn't know, and you realized that the basis of your relationship was a lot more unstable than you thought it was. So now it's about looking, you know, things are starting to come down with this relationship. They're kind of starting to fall apart. And, you know, for some of you Sagittarians, you're ready to jump ship, because if there's one very interesting part of a Sagittarian, and I love Sagittarians. I think that you guys are so fun and adventurous and charming and funny and smart, and I can't even tell you how wonderful I think you guys are. So, you know, I say all this through the lens of love. Sagittarians are very, when something isn't going the way that they think it should go, or it's not going in the direction that makes them happy, they're okay with cutting it off. So I think that you're getting to a point where you're like, oh, no, you're not going to come into my life and cause a whole heap of chaos. I'm not about that. That's not okay. So it's saying that, like, this person, you know, you thought you had a handle on the relationship, you thought you understood it, but now it's starting to disappoint you. This person is coming in kind of as this, like, immature trickster, and you're like, oh, no. So I think that for some of you Sagittarians, you've actually, you know, the Tower card speaks of kind of changes out of nowhere, something built on unstable ground that needs to fall down in order for something more stable to be built up. But this, you know, is saying, I think for some of you, like, you've jumped out of the tower. You're done. Like, you don't want any more of what this person has to offer because you can't trust it. And in fact, on the other side of this is someone who's going to offer you something more grounded. You know, if you can get away from this situation, that there's someone on the other side of it, either an earth sign or somebody who presents as an earth sign, so Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So this is saying that there's someone who has something stable to offer you, something that you can, you know, that rides off into the future. It's something you can trust. It's something grounded. And I think that that's going to come as a result of kind of the tower that you've built crumbling around you. What's interesting is that the Four of Wands in reverse is showing up. So, you know, we had the tower before, the crumbling down. I think that, you know, even though this is still a happy card, you're still creating a home with this person. So whether or not you guys actually live together, this is just speaking of like relationships, creating a home with somebody. You know, I have a feeling that one of you is going to move away. I feel like it's going to be you, because we have the wands here and then we have wands crossing you. So I think that, you know, and also, like, never try to trap a Sagittarius. It's like trying to lasso the fucking moon. It's not going to happen. And so I think that, you know, things were happy for a while, but I think that for some of you Sagittarians, what else is out there? You're holding the world in your hand. And it's like, yeah, you weren't going to stay in one place for too long. That's not the Sagittarian nature. And so I think that even though things are happy at home, you're kind of getting the itch. What else is out there? What else do I want? You know, because there's something else out there for me, and I don't know that where I am right now is it. And once again, this doesn't necessarily have to be speaking about relationships. This can be speaking about work situations. This could be speaking about moving your actual home. For some of you, this could be about, you know, you're ready to move home, but there's a period of time you have to wait. You can't go quite yet. There's, you know, there's still paperwork that needs to get signed. There's still, you know, you're still kind of in the waiting phase, the communicating with people phase about what's, you know, what's going to happen next. But there will be travel for you guys. It's just a matter of holding still for the moment. So yeah, and for some of you that means moving away from a relationship because you're curious as to what else is out there. And you might be actually communicating these thoughts either within yourself into the universe or you know, with that person. I think that things with this person did not necessarily get off to a good start. I think that for some of you, I don't know, for some of you this could have been a rebound. For some of you, it's just when the Two of Cups is in reverse, I just feel like usually that signifies some sort of breakup. So perhaps the reason why you're moving home and you're looking out into the world is because you're, you know, there's a breakup. It could even be a divorce because the Hierophant and the Two of Cups are both in reverse. And the Hierophant is about contracts, marriage, that kind of stuff. So this is just saying that, like, you know, if you started a relationship with someone and you kind of overlooked what your intuition was telling you about them, you know, it's just saying that, like, the relationship either ended or started on unstable footing. And so even though you felt a very clear connection to this person and you wanted to make it work, you know, I have a feeling that for some of you, you felt like this relationship was one that was going to bring you back to life, but in fact, it's not. It's not doing what you thought it was going to do. And in fact, I think that you wanting to move away from this relationship is because you want to be on your own for a while in order to get yourself back together. Because I think that you realize some stuff about this person that they weren't quite who you thought they were. And now, because Sagittarians are such independent spirits, you know, it's saying, I don't need you to come in here and, like, break me down. I don't need you to come in here and make me feel like I'm, you know, like I'm dead. Like, I want to come back to life. I want to be happy. And so I think that this is a lot, I don't know, I just see a lot of Sagittarians being like, the fuck are you trying to do here? Like this person, and I laugh because it's like, I know that feeling. Of like, what games are you trying to pull? Like, what game are you trying to play? This doesn't work. I'm so much quicker than you when it comes to, like, that's the Sagittarian mentality, is like, you want to play a game with me and you think that I'm not going to find you out? Like, I will find you out. In fact, I already have, and now I'm deciding what my next steps are going to be. Because I think that for some of you Sagittarians, you thought that a committed relationship with this person was going to be what you wanted. It was going to bring you happiness and fulfillment. And in fact, that's not what it brought you. It brought you feeling as though maybe that there was a misstep, or there was, you know, I shouldn't have made that decision. I'm sorry, I moved the camera again. And so this is saying that in the King of Cups, even though it's in reverse, it's saying that you want to get to a place where you feel emotionally upright again. There's something about this person. They've been playing, not that they've been playing tricks on you, but they've been playing with your emotions, and they've been tugging you back and forth, and you're like, you've had enough. You're ready to give it up, especially because I think that this person has turned you into someone that you're not used to, nor do you want to be. And so it's like, Sagittarians are interesting in that they can be fun-loving free spirits, but they can also be very like connected to certain ideas about home and heart and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, you know, Sagittarians, while they can be kind of free-spirited, I don't make plans, I live life on the cliff, you know, this is saying that right now what this person has brought out of you is more of this, like, dominant, okay, I need a schedule, okay, everything needs to be in its place because everything has a place. Like, they've brought out a side of you that you don't really feel like being right now, because you just want to be the fun-loving Sagittarian. You know, you want to be the part of yourself that you like the most. And I feel like this person has brought out in you the part that has to be kind of fierce. But not fierce in like, oh my God, girl, you fierce. Like, we're talking about fierce as in like alpha, dominant, making the decisions. You know, you can't really, because this person is so flouncy, and because this person is so like focused on what it is that they want to give you, because, you know, they want something from you. I feel like that's the energy that's being sent here. You know, it's turning you into somebody that you don't necessarily like. And so this is saying to, you know, if you have to be this person in this moment, use those traits of yourself to the best of your abilities to move forward with what it is that you want to do. You know, and I think that also you're going to get to a point, and that's why the King of Cups came here in this reading. Not that you're going to let go of it quite yet. I think that you are going to get to a point, like you are going to move away from it. But it might be, you might still give it a little bit of time, because I think that you're also looking at the past and you're saying, but we had such good times together and I enjoyed, you know, what we have. And, but then, you know, there's still a part of you that doesn't want to be, you know, I don't want to have to make the decisions all the time. I don't want to have to, like, this is going to sound really wrong and I don't mean it the way that it's going to come out, but it's like, I don't want to have to put you in your place. Like, when I come home from work, I just want you to be an adult. I just want you to, like, stop playing games with me and to, like, because Sagittarians can play a good game. And it's like, you know, that might have been what kept you interested for a while, but it's almost like, look, it looks like these two are conspirators when they're in reverse. That, you know, they're saying, all right, let's play this game. You'll notice the lion head with the wings. So it's the same thing that you thought was going to bring you happiness is now bringing you a little bit of pain. If it's a pain in your ass, I wouldn't be surprised. So the Hierophant is saying that you're breaking the contract. You're going to start to do things in a way that's not so traditional. And Sagittarians are cool with that. Sagittarians, even though they like, you know, higher education, higher thinking, you know, that they would seem relatively traditional. There's nothing traditional about a Sagittarian. So I think that this is saying that, you know, this relationship is causing you a conflict. This situation is causing you such a conflict that you are about to break away from it and kind of do your own thing. So this is saying, like, go back to your roots. Go back to the non-traditional ways that you used to do things, because that's where you are most comfortable. This is saying that you, you know, it's breaking the contract, it's breaking the lease, it's moving away from this commitment that you've made because it no longer works for you. We have here, though, there's something else coming in. I think that for a period of time, you might try, like, you might communicate your thoughts and feelings to this person, and then they bring you back in again, they rope you back in. So it's, you know, you say to them, I want a divorce, I want to move out, I want to break up, I want to move on. And they say, no, but we can make it work. We've made it work before. Let's try this. Let's try this for real this time. Let's, you know. And so, yeah, you're on board with it. And so I think that after you express your feelings about wanting to move on, they then come back and they say, no, but look, but I have this fish in a cup. I can make it work for us. I can love you. You know, let's do this. Let's, you know, I love you so much. Don't walk away from me. And you say, okay, fine, let's do this. And so, because you're a Sagittarian, you jump in, but you jump in with hesitancy this time. Because something, once again, just doesn't feel right. There's something that's not setting well with you. And so you're looking to the future, but you're doing so with caution. It's a 0, so it's not even a number on the number scale. But, you know, you're trying to hit the ground running with your normal Sagittarian energy, but you just can't, because you have a feeling that something's going on. There's someone sneaking around behind your back. You know, they're being nice to your face, they're offering you what they think you want, and then, you know, they're running away from home. This could also be you, you know, deciding in the middle of the night that you don't want to be there anymore. But I have a feeling that it has more so to do with that Page of Cups. Somebody who's looking behind them and being like, haha, gotcha, bitch. And you're like, oh, no, 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 no. So they're doing that, being sneaky, and you're doing this. You're walking away. You're like, I've had enough. Because the blessing and the curse of Sagittarians is that, like, you think you're a good sneak. Sagittarians are a better sneak than you could ever dream of being. So, like, this person thinks that they're getting the best of you. You're like, fuck you. No, you're not. And off you go. Off into the sunset. You know, if you have any kids, if you know, whatever it is that you love, you take with you, but you're moving forward. And I can even see this being within the next, like, 6 weeks, especially because this is the Six of Swords. And this is concerning something. So if the Seven of Swords is about your relationship, someone sneaking around in your relationship, because it is about like a committed relationship. Friends, and as 7 in astrology is like friends and enemies. It's marriages, it's business partnerships, it's all that kind of stuff. So the 6, you know, and this is somebody who you're dealing with on the everyday. So the 6, because 6 in astrology is about daily routines and schedules. So this is just saying that, like, you're moving away from it. You're done. You're over it. You're moving on into the future. This person has caused too many ripples and waves. For some of you, this is about you traveling over water. You know, you could be going on a cruise in the most literal sense. But for a lot of you, this is just about moving into calmer waters because this person has caused too many ripples in your life. And actually, the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is a 5, and 5s in astrology are all about kind of like, they're about creativity, and they're also about flings, like fling kind of relationships. So I have a feeling that for some of you, the relationship that you're in is a fling that turned into something more, because this person was just as good at you as you at selling the relationship, selling themselves. And I think that, you know, you wanted something good to come of it, but it's not. But I feel like for a lot of you Sagittarians, it's really, this is really, what's the word for it? It's really like cutting off your connection to your creativity. It's kind of shutting that down. And so it's hard for you. It's just, this person is sneaky. This person is super sneaky. And in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a third person in the picture who is saying, like, you know, who this person is hiding from you because they want it to work with you so much. God, I don't know what card I want to clarify. Let's see what you're going to be moving toward. So that's 6 of Swords. I wouldn't be surprised if also, like, some of you got engaged to this person and then decided that that was a good idea. Then you found out that they were cheating on you and you left the relationship altogether. Like, I'm not doing this with you. Fuck this. Let's see. Wait. Okay, yeah. So the first card that comes up are the 2 gossiping owls. So there's someone in the mix who's talking about you. I wouldn't be surprised if it was this person. It could even be that, you know, they're not cheating, but you find messages from them back and forth, either A, to other people, or B, to, like, romantic partners or non-romantic partners, where they're like, it's almost like emotional cheating. Like, somebody is saying, like, yeah, you know, I'm not happy with this person, and, you know, they present one way to you, like, oh, our relationship is so happy, I love you so much, I don't want to be away from you, I'm, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then this person, you know, you find those messages, and it's because of those messages that you walk away. Okay. Yeah, I want to say that this might even happen, like I said, 6 weeks. So it could be like the beginning. I'm really bad at math, so do not do not judge me. But I want to say, like, it could be the end of August, beginning of September. You're walking away from this person because we have, like, you finding out about the gossipy stuff that they've been saying, even if it's to a friend that they've been saying it about you. What we have here is the Bear. So I have a feeling that some of you some of you, because swords are about communication, some of you might actually open up lines of communication with somebody who presents like the bear. So it's once again, this is 15. So 1 and 5 is 6. So this is someone who is going to be in your daily life. This is the card of 1. So this is a new beginning with a new person. So the bear is also about luck and loyalty. So this is somebody, I think that you're going to be leaning or relying on somebody who you feel like you can trust, who has your best interest at heart. I think that that's something else that's going to help you get through those owls. There's a very cold energy around them, and so it's like, you know, that they don't have your best interest at heart. They're just looking to pick apart your happiness. And the bear is saying, no, 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 it's okay. Like, I got you. You're good. Like, whatever you need to talk about, I'm here to talk to you about. You know, if you want to vent, you know, I'm here for you. And, okay, so 2 more cards fell out. So the relationship that you were in was a karmic relationship. So as you're, you know, and the relationship that you will get into with this bear is also a karmic relationship. So this is just saying that, you know, you might be feeling hurt and anger toward this person, but it had to happen this way because that's how we learn our lessons. Sometimes we have to learn them in a way that's not so easy. And it's saying that, like, I feel like the relationship that you have with the bear is a karmic one. I think that like I said before, I know I keep saying this, but like the relationship that you had with this other person might have felt karmic to you. And I mean, all relationships are karmic or soulmate. They're meant to teach us lessons in some way or another. But sometimes we hang on to something that no longer serves us because we remember what it felt like to be with that person in the beginning. But, you know, when you're in a relationship with someone for years, you're not the same person that you were at the beginning. And so the things that, even though the relationship, you can still access those feelings, what you want now that you're in it for a longer period of time isn't the same as what you wanted at the beginning. And so I think that for a lot of Sagittarians, you want freedom, you want honesty, you want your creativity back. I think that a lot of your relationship with this person is about watching them. It's about, what are you doing now? It's about, you know, being worried about where they are, what they're doing, who they're with, what they're saying. And I think that there's someone else coming in who has, and this is what I was saying before. So the Page of Cups, you know, presenting as this immature kind of energy. But then on the other side of the walking away, you have this stable, reliable, comfortable. And I know that that doesn't sound very exciting to a Sagittarius, but I think that a lot of Sagittarians have changed. I think that over the past few months, you've been doing a lot to realign yourself with what your values are, and also to connect the 2 parts of you that you had trouble, what's the word? Connect the parts of you that you had a lot of trouble, like, accepting. So it's like you're the devil and the angel, but you couldn't accept the devil. And I feel like, at this point, you've accepted those parts of you, and you wanted this relationship to kind of be the thing that helped turn you around, but it turns out that the thing that's going to help you turn around is being on your own. Or perhaps this other person who's much different than the person that you're currently with. So relationships, karmic, learning the lessons that we need to learn, but, you know, and it's saying that once you walk away from this, look at what's on the other side of it, luck. So in order for you to have luck, you need to move away from this hardship. And also, this is a 9. So this is saying that, like, so because it's 3 and 6, 3 and 6 is 9. So you're coming to the end of something. You're coming to the end of the karmic lesson that you've had to learn with this other person that you've been in relationship with. And this card is just saying that on the other side is luck. It's saying you've learned your lesson. You know, I think that you've learned the lesson that it's time for you to kind of be on your own for a little while. you know, sometimes Sagittarians like to be surrounded by people and you get swept up in the fun, and, you know, because Sagittarians are super, super fun. But this is saying that, like, it's time to move forward. Time to let go of this. All right, so the card, the Messenger of Abundance. All right, so we'll look at that card, and then all right, sorry, I was looking at something else. All right, so this card is what fell out of the deck when I was shuffling. It's the Messenger of Abundance, which is the either Page of Pentacles or the Knight of Pentacles. So it says, wonderful news regarding your career. A new job, a promotion, or acceptance into an excellent school comes into your life. You might feel ready to do something that's challenging and fulfilling. This situation may involve someone who's fun to be around and sometimes mischievous. This person, who may be you, is youthful, optimistic, and very clever. Yeah, so for some of you, I think that it could even be that you're just ready to move up in life when it comes to your career. Sorry, my arm. You know, and because we have swords and we have wands, that could very much be the case, that some of you want to do something new when it comes to your job, or when it comes to like a program at school, and you're with somebody who doesn't necessarily support what it is that you want to do because they're so busy trying to get you to look at them all the time. They need a lot of attention, and it's just, you know, it's starting to feel as though they're stifling your creativity, they're stifling your ability to move forward when it comes to your career, because you're so busy worrying about them all the time that you can't move forward. And so the Six of Swords is really saying that, like, you're going to move forward because you're going to get rid of this person. So we have the Messenger of Abundance, who is the Page of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So wonderful news is coming. You may receive an outstanding job offer, or perhaps you'll learn of your acceptance into an excellent school. Bonuses or awards for a job well done are possible. You're ready to do something more challenging and fulfilling. Tomorrow looks very bright, and you have every reason to hope for a prosperous future. People, someone with a youthful and optimistic personality, a person who knows what he or she wants out of life and is ready to go for it. Studious and receptive to learning new things, upbeat and extremely bright, fun to be around and occasionally mischievous, innocent and hopeful. Additional meanings of this card: beginning something new and exciting, taking classes or attending seminars, the end of time off, being sympathetic to other points of view. So this goes along with that bear. I think you're going to be meeting a bear. Could be someone from the past. Like, because it's next to the Karma card, it could be somebody who you already had a connection to, who comes back into the picture, who just supports everything that you do. But once you get rid of this, there's luck. There's good stuff for you, Sagittarius. All you got to do is move forward. It's up to you, though. All right, Sagittarius, I'm super excited for the July that you guys are about to have. It's going to be a good one. If you want to get in touch with me, please leave me a comment in the comment section below, or you can email me at intuitivetarotempath@gmail.com. If you want a personal reading with me, I would love to work with you. You can check out my website, intuitivetarotempath.com, and have a great fucking July, guys, and I'll see you in August. Bye.